Hebrews 10:26 states, "For if we sin willfully," transgression, "after we have received the knowledge of truth, there no longer remains a sacrifice for sins." This verse serves as a warning about the seriousness of intentional sin following the acceptance of the gospel, which is also called transgression. To understand this, it's important to consider the broader context of Hebrews, which was written to encourage believers who were facing persecution and considering turning back to their old ways. The author emphasizes the supremacy of Christ and the new covenant established through his sacrifice. The knowledge of truth refers to the gospel, the understanding of Jesus Christ's life, death, and resurrection as the ultimate sacrifice for humanity's sins. When someone knowingly chooses to abandon this truth and persist in sin, it highlights a rejection of that sacrifice. The severity of this warns against taking God's grace lightly, realizing the high cost of our salvation. The "no longer remains a sacrifice for sins" implies that after rejecting the truth, there is no other means by which to atone for sin. It evokes an urgent call to heed the truth of Christ and remain steadfast, emphasizing that willful sin can lead one to jeopardize their standing with God. The passage invites reflection on our hearts and actions, urging us to live in alignment with the faith we profess. It is a call not to despair, but to recognize the seriousness of sin while also remembering God's grace is always available when we turn back to him in repentance. 1 John 1:9. In light of this, let each of us strive to remain grounded in our faith, honoring the sacrifice of Christ by living in obedience and love. May we encourage one another to persevere in our journey of faith.